welcome to the Mise en Place unit. I'm going to start off today by showing you how to make banana nut muffins. The whole point of making the banana nut muffins today is for you guys to learn and kind of get a basic idea of why we toast nuts and spices. Today I'm going to be toasting pecans for you guys to show you that when you do toast pecans and nuts and spices and things like that, it extracts the flavor before you even start to bake with them. So to start off today's recipe, I'm going to ensure that my oven is preheated to 350 degrees so that by the time I come over to the oven to put my muffins in there, it's nice and preheated and I don't have to worry about losing time. My oven is nice and preheated to 350 degrees, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with lining my muffin tin with 6 muffin liners. Looks kind of like this. Just go ahead and place them off to the side after you finish that. I'm going to go ahead and place my pecans on a baking sheet and bake them for about 8 to 10 minutes. I've previously done that. They are on a baking sheet with a liner, and the reason I put a liner on there is so that it's easy cleanup for you guys after you take them out of the oven. And again, that's just to extract the flavor before you begin to bake with them. Next, in a large bowl, I'm going to go ahead and combine all of my dry ingredients. And today those dry ingredients include flour, sugar, baking powder, baking soda, salt, cinnamon, and then of course my pecans after I've finished toasting them for about 8 to 10 minutes. Sugar in there. My baking powder. This is a leavening agent to help those muffins to rise. Baking soda, also a leavening agent. My salt. And my cinnamon. After I add my cinnamon, I'm going to wait to add those pecans just so that they get that full 8 to 10 minutes in the oven for them to toast. After that, I'm going to go ahead and combine them. So with a spoon, all you have to do is kind of combine all those dry ingredients until they're, lightly mixed together. Okay, and after I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and set aside. And now it's time to work with our wet ingredients, which involves bananas, eggs, melted butter, and vanilla. I have previously mashed 2 bananas, and it's always important in your recipe to make sure that while you're reading your ingredients, you notice if there's any pre-activities you have to do to the specific ingredients before you start to work with them. Today, our pre-activity is the bananas, and they need to be mashed. So we have 3 bananas that we're working with today's recipe. 2 of them have been mashed previously, like so. And I'm going to go ahead and show you how to mash the 3rd banana. These bananas have been thawed. Your teacher should probably have them thawed before you start the recipe. If they're not, you can go ahead and run them under some warm water just to get the bananas nice and soft before you go ahead and mash them up. I'm just going to go ahead and take a spoon and mix it around until it all becomes nice and soft and mashed. If you get any brown pieces in there like the end of the banana, you could just take it out of your bowl. Kind of mix it up in there. Okay, with my mashed bananas, I'm going to go ahead and add my eggs. Today I have 2 eggs that I'm working with. I'm showing you the full recipe, the original amount. In your class, you're going to be, the day before you are actually making the muffins, you are going to cut that recipe in half. So you're not actually going to use 2 eggs the day of, you're going to be using 1. But for the sake of today, this is the original full amount of the recipe. I've got my garbage bowl off to the side so that I'm cleaning as I go. If you get a little eggshell in there, just go ahead and pop it out. Okay, along with the eggs is your melted butter, which can be melted right in the microwave. Make sure that you put something on top of it, like a paper towel, so that it doesn't splatter and make a huge mess in your microwave. And last but not least, my vanilla. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and fold all of these ingredients together. And what does that mean when I fold something? I'm not going to give a rough mix here. I'm going to go ahead and do more of a gentle mix. And you're going to basically just bring that spatula to the bottom of the bowl and upward, just kind of folding all of these ingredients on top of each other. But you don't want to, mix them too much because that's going to ruin your recipe. So just a light fold will do. Those yolks kind of separated in there, those egg yolks. Okay, after I've combined all of my wet ingredients together, I'm going to go ahead and grab that bowl of dry ingredients again, and I'm going to combine the two. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my liquid ingredients, my banana mixture, into my dry ingredients, my flour, my sugar, all that good stuff. Make sure you get all of it in there. Use a spoon to kind of spoon it out of the bowl. You don't want to waste any ingredients. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of, combine and mix all of these until they are all, just together as one. If you have some banana chunks in there, that's definitely okay. You don't want too smooth of a mixture. These are muffins, so you want them, you want peaks and tunnels and all those good things that make it nice and fluffy pastry. You want to keep going until you don't want to see any of that white flour in there. You want all that white flour to be nice and mixed in there. Okay, and after mixed, I'm going to go ahead and set aside. 8 to 10 minutes has passed. My pecans have been toasting in the oven for about 8 to 10 minutes, so I took them out and added them to my banana mixture. I'm going to go ahead and mix those in with my spoon here before I spoon my muffin mixture into the prepared muffin cups. Make sure it gets all through there. Okay. And my last step before I throw these awesome muffins in the oven, I'm going to go ahead and grab my portion scoop. This is a kitchen utensil used in professional restaurants to ensure that there are equal amounts of mixture, food, different items in the kitchen in each individual plate. In this scenario, we were using muffin tins. So I'm going to use this portion scoop to ensure that I have equal amounts of banana nut muffin batter in each prepared muffin tin. Just go ahead and drop them in there. The prettier it looks before it goes in the oven, the prettier it will look when it comes out of the oven. So, if you need to pat it down a little bit to make sure that they're all equal, you can do that. Okay, and my last step is to throw these in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at my preheated oven, which is preheated at 350 degrees. Alright, and after 20 to 25 minutes, these muffins are finally ready to eat. They are out. As you can see, they are nice and risen. That baking powder and baking soda really did its job. They're nice and fluffy and risen to the top. Slightly golden brown for a nice, pastry look. Pastry muffin golden brown. And they are ready to eat.